Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to a Monday podcast with a Monday Luce
Hi.
and a Monday Casey.
Hi.
I feel like Monday-itis has set in for Lucy, and that's okay.
It's not Monday-itis. I yesterday felt very wrong in my body. Kel found me lying on the bed. I don't do that, and I just couldn't get my act together. I felt shattered. And then this morning I've woken up and, you know, I love my little sleep tracker ring. I turn it on this morning. It's a big red screen going, warning, warning, major symptoms, because it said my heart rate was crazy. My body temp was through the roof overnight, and it said your body's fighting something. So I thought it was fascinating that yesterday I felt terrible. Wake up in the morning, the ring has confirmed it. But instead of calling in sick this morning and leaving you two to do the show, I came in. I don't feel great, but I am here, and I think that deserves a round of applause.
Lucy.
Sorry,
Come on, Kel.
I'm going to get you an actual round of applause.
Oh, sorry, I'm not good at
There we go.
Thank you. And then I get into it. Guess who else is sick?
Who?
Little Casey.
Oh, me. Yeah, can't you hear it?
Yeah. You were fighting that for a while. That was your voice going, was probably your sickness as well.
Yeah, so here we are.
Here you are, both of you. Look at you, both sad, sorry for yourself.
This sucks.
So sad, right?
Being sick is the worst.
Well, let's wrap up the podcast quick sticks, and then you can go home and have a nice rest.
Yeah.
In bed.
Well, how
Yeah.
are you, Cal?
In case you can go have a nice 1 hour drive home.
Yeah.
There you go. How am I?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. I don't want to brag, but my immune system is pretty good. Mm-hmm. Would you not say?
He has the immune system of
A healthy person.
a healthy person who never gets sick.
Wowie.
Does that mean
It's crazy.
I'm going to get really sick one day?
At one point, they did a little look behind the scenes of the amount of sick leave people had here at the Light.
Yeah.
And Kel had the most amount of sick leave in the organisation because he's never taken any for like the 18 years he works here. He's probably had like 2 or 3 days sick in 18 years. And they were like, no one has as much sick leave as Kel.
Would you like some?
Wow.
I wish, do you know what? I have seen the stories though where like a lady gets cancer and all the staff donate their sick leave hours to her.
Can you do that?
I don't know, but some businesses, I've seen stories on the news about that, which would
know
be
what?
pretty amazing if people did that.
We're married. Why shouldn't you have all of my sick leave?
I want it. What's mine is mine and what's mine is yours and all that. And I want it. I want it. What do we want? Kill sick leave. When do we want it?
Now.
You know what?
I
And
want some
Casey's
too.
your producer. Give some to Casey.
I did refer to myself as Casey's on-air dad here today.
Yeah.
Did you? I didn't even hear it.
Well, only because there was somebody at the door.
oh, yeah.
And Casey's like, I'll go answer it. And I'm like, Casey, that's not your job.
Yes.
It's also dark outside, and we don't know who this person is. Please don't go and answer that door.
And I
Yeah.
actually listened to him. I was
Thank
like,
you for
wow,
that.
great advice.
So anyway, we've established all the roles that we're playing. You can have some sick leave.
Yeah.
How much would you like?
I would like 5 weeks.
5 weeks. All right, 5 weeks for Lucy. Just write this down.
Well,
get 5
doesn't he
weeks.
have, like,
Do you want
a
some
lot?
sick leave, Casey? Would you like some?
Well, I like a year.
A year.
Yeah,
All right.
well, if
I don't
you
know if
have
I've
the
got a
most-
year. I might. I'll see.
Yeah.
I think I don't know
you?
what the last time I was sick. This is all leading to me being sick for 6 months. I don't know the last time I was sick, because the last time I actually had time off from work was because the dog was sick.
Yes.
So I had to
True.
take care
Isn't
of
that crazy?
The dog's getting sick.
See,
The dog was sick, so then I took a day off. So there you go.
the dog had epilepsy
If
and
the
then
boss-
its leg popped out. Oh, that dog. Anyway,
Doing fine now.
doing great now.
So if the
yeah.
boss is listening, just remember, I'm your guy. Captain Reliable, they call me.
Oh, wowie.
They do indeed. You are the
Captain.
rock. You are the rock of the station. No
Yeah.
one works harder, comes in and does more than you have over 20 years.
I
And I don't think
feel-
anyone ever acknowledges
I feel
that.
like
True.
you and Casey.
Because you never ask for any like applause.
Yep.
You're not like, give me awards. You're not like that.
Yep.
One day
Do we
you
know
won't be
somebody-
here and they'll all regret never loving you more.
Do we know somebody like that?
Yeah, me. Give me your awards. Give me your applause. The Gaga song. I live
would-
for the applause, applause. I live for the applause, live for the applause.
Now, speaking of doing well, it's time for us to address this particular bit of business.
Lucy's Ridiculous Footy Tips.
It is a Monday morning, so we've got Lucy's ridiculous footy tips coming your way again on Thursday. However, across the weekend, if you remember the Thursday podcast, Lucy gives ridiculous reasons for footy tipping, and it is with great pleasure that I say, everybody, Lucy won the footy tipping across the weekend, beating Casey by 1 tip.
Boo.
Which means, though, well, I mean, don't boo too
But I
quickly.
didn't beat you.
No, but I'm
So I
always
didn't
winning.
win.
No, what I'm saying is that you've gotten one tip back from Casey, and now she's only 10 tips in front of you. So it's a great weekend. And do you know which got it for you? Do you know what got it for you?
No
I'm pretty
idea.
Sure, I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked Casey's tips, but I'm pretty sure it would have been Richmond versus Essendon. It was such a unique tip. Do you remember why you chose Richmond to beat Essendon across the weekend?
If I were a rich man, that's why I did
One
it.
of your friends is about to take the lead role in
Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Correct.
And you changed the song to If I Was in Richmond.
Yes.
So well done. Casey
Well-
doesn't look all that scared, being
Yeah.
still 10 points clear of you.
I can't wait to beat you.
Well, that's the sort of energy you love, Luce.
I am ready. I just need to. How many more rounds are there in this game?
Great question.
Great question for Cal. To
Probably, I'm going to say, just off the top of my head, let's say there's 12 rounds left.
answer. Yeah.
Okay, so if I
Yeah.
got one right every time and she got one wrong, I could start a lead in.
You would be 2 tips ahead by the end of the year.
Oh, that's such a cute strategy.
I love this. I love everything about it.
I just don't get why you're so good at this.
She's not, though. She doesn't even care. Half the time, she's not even putting her tips in.
True.
That's why I love this energy.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
I'd like to speak as a parent right now to all the other parents out there. This might be a bit cathartic, this conversation. It's a nice hypothetical for a Monday morning. No one did anything wrong across the weekend. I just had a reaction to something that entered into the house. Long story short, our daughters were gifted, and I know Lucy's not necessarily a huge fan of what I'm going to talk about. Our daughters were gifted, let's just call it slime. Slime encased in a shape. You know those squishy, sort of stressy ball sort of things? So you squeeze them.
They're really, the new version are really hard. They're like the slow squeeze one. They're really popular. I don't know why though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they came into the house across the weekend, and that's great because the person that gifted them to our daughter's wonderful human being and also brings so much joy. Nothing more than the girls like is a bit of slime or squishy work, even though, Lucy, not a big fan of slime, you're on record.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw these come into the house, I thought, well, one of the dogs will have that inside them very, very
Quick
shortly.
sticks, yep.
Very shortly. It's one of those things where you don't quite know what's inside the squishy thing either.
Yeah.
It's made of squishy substance
Yeah.
that sort of goes back to its original shape after you leave it alone. So that throws me off a little bit. That's science that I don't understand.
I don't like any of it. Makes me feel
It's
uncomfortable.
a liquid that you squish, and then when you let it go, it goes back to its original shape. That can't be right.
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
It does. As soon as it came into the house, I was uncomfortable. And sure enough, at the end of the weekend, my 13-year-old son got his hands on his sister's square block of slime and played with it like a 13-year-old boy does, and it exploded all over him.
And over my beautiful coffee table.
Exploded over Lucy's beautiful coffee table. And the dogs were like, what? And they all came racing towards my son. And I'm like pushing the dogs away and picking my son up and trying to clean the table and calling out for Lucy to come and help. And it was a slime-orientated disaster. So my question this morning, and I think this is a cathartic question for all parents that have children. Now, maybe not this time of the year, but maybe you've got a birthday that's just been and gone, or especially around Christmas time. Question I have for you this morning is, parents, if there was a toy that you could throw out right now and your kids would never know about it, what would that toy be? What a cathartic question to ask ourselves.
Yeah.
Is there a toy in the house right now? I'm sure as a parent of children, if I've asked you that question, there's one that's come to mind straight away. I owned a toy back in the day that I knew my mum wished was in the bin. At a Christmas, maybe say when I was about 12.
Yeah.
Santa provided me with a remote control hovercraft. Very lucky.
Wow.
Very lucky boy I was.
Yeah.
That Santa would do that for me. Now, whether or not Santa and my mother and father regretted giving me that remote control hovercraft, I don't know, because it was, you know how there's a scale of 1 to 10 for loudness?
Yes.
So the hovercraft was at a 14. Wow. Because it required engines inside of it to make it hover on the ground.
Wow.
Also, we had a tiled home at home, so it was just all tiles. So this hovercraft, make it go left, and it just keep going left until it hit a wall. And then I'd make it go right and keep going right until it hit another wall. So all the marks were being left
There's
down the
scuffs
hallway.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's loud.
I'm angry hearing this.
It's marking the hallway all the way down the hallway. like one of those bumper sort of bowling balls as it goes down towards, when kids are bowling and they've got the bumpers
Yeah.
up? Yeah,
Yes, I know.
that's what that's doing. And also, it just got under everyone's feet because I couldn't control it. So on more than one occasion, I almost broke my mother's collarbone because it would just get into the kitchen while she's cooking dinner and then Mum would step on it and almost kill herself. If there was one present ever, one toy that my mum wished she could just throw in the bin, it was that hovercraft.
Fair
So
enough.
I think everyone's got a story.
Well, look, for me, it's always slime. I hate it. I'm anti it. I don't allow it in my house. I don't want it in my house. I don't want it near my house. I hate everything about it. It has ruined so many towels at our house, and I won't stand for slime. The kids all know it. They know they're not allowed to bring slime
Actually,
into
that's
the
actually
house.
not even a hypothetical question. If there is slime in the house, normally go straight in the bin.
Totally.
The kids know this for a fact.
Also, there's one other thing that was a real phase in the last few months in shops, which were those stupid keyrings that you'd buy came with paint, and you'd pour the paint. They were pour pals,
Yeah.
and you'd pour paint over the keyrings or the toys, and you'd pour different layers of paint, and it'd look like this drippy painting thing. And we bought them for our kids, and I don't know why I did that. And then just the chaos that ensued, the paint all on my house, the paint on the table, the paint everywhere but on these keyrings was the worst thing ever.
All right, so they're straight in the bin if you could.
Yeah.
I know, and I don't know why this is the case, but I know we spend so much money on Lego, but I know for a fact every parent has had a moment where they've either stepped on Lego or Lego has been found inside one of the dogs where they have thought, I don't care how many millions of dollars I've spent on Lego, I wish I could throw it all in the bin. Mm-hmm. Have we all not secretly vacuumed up Lego and felt amazing about it?
Yeah, and gone, oh, well, bad luck.
I don't know how we exist in both worlds. Like, part of me is like, it's so expensive.
So expensive. You
But
can
if there is
retire
a
on
rogue
it.
piece of Lego in the bedroom,
Bad
I'm
luck.
like, bad luck.
Yeah. I saw a little piece the other day, and I just swept into the bin and went, go with God.
I don't know if that's a very intricate piece. That is the last piece of a very, without that piece, the whole piece doesn't work. Feels so good. Feels so good.
Feels so good. Here we go. Darren in Werribee goes, my son has this police siren toy that randomly goes off at 2 a.m. That's not fun.
It is. It's when you're not being played with. The toys are like, you know what? It's 2 a.m. I
That's
think I'll
creepy.
terrify everyone in the household.
So creepy. Jane has texted in saying, kinetic sand, guys. Yes.
Now, I've never played with kinetic sand. Could you? It sounds like it's in the slime family.
It's in the slime family. It's gross and it's messy. And then they found asbestos in it, remember?
Oh, no.
They did.
Well, if there's
a
asbestos...
certain shop allegedly sold ones with asbestos or something terrible
Here's
in
my
it.
hot take. And I know this is just my opinion. If your toy contains asbestos, throw it straight in the bin.
Yeah, well,
That's my hot
people
take.
got lawsuits against, I think.
Don't put asbestos in toys.
Allegedly. Another mum here. Oh, this is a good one. Debbie says, Orbeez. I hate Orbeez. Yes, I hate Orbeez too.
Are they the ones like back in the maybe mid-noughties where people were filling swimming pools entirely of Orbeez just for videos?
They're Orbeez are now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, is that what Orbeez are?
Well, they're just those little round, stupid things that have to live in water.
Yeah, it looks like something out of bubble tea, but it's actually supposed to be a toy.
Just why? Who does this?
People without kids.
Yeah, exactly. Stephen Croydon goes, we had a screaming rubber chicken that did not last too long in our house.
Screaming rubber chicken.
Oh, wow. I've seen them and I hate them.
Are they
Anna?
the ones that you can squeeze and they
Yeah,
sound,
they
they sound
scream.
horrendous?
They're awful.
You give that to my 12-year-old son?
No, I would. No. I wouldn't tell you what I'd do. Anna in Chermside Park go, this is so great. I was camping with the Cub Scouts this weekend and a toy called a Bop-It almost ended up in the creek by one of our helpers. Bop it, spin it, tap it, twist it. It's like one of those. Bop it, bop it, bop it, twist it, turn it, spin it. Yeah.
It's one of those toys where the kids get it and then they give it to the parents and the parents don't understand it. Like, why am I losing at this all the time?
Bop it, twist it, hit it, I'll
Anna.
throw it. Cheryl says, morning, Lucy and Kel. It's got to be my daughter's arts and crafts. I love how creative she is, but colouring, paints, beads, strings, glitter, it's everything. It's everywhere.
I think you feel that. You
Yeah.
want them to be creative.
Our daughters are very crafty. Our house is a crafting house, and the worst thing I ever did was show them where the hot glue gun is. The amount of hot glue our daughters go through, I find the hot glue gun just sitting there on fire in the kitchen.
Oh, that's right. Didn't we leave it on once the whole night?
Not we, your daughter. It's everywhere. Glitter is everywhere. Beads are everywhere. You see a dog run past with glitter on its nose. And I do love that our daughters
yeah.
are crafty, but I also,
You
it
can
drives
stick
me.
two dogs together with a hot glue gun.
my
Not that we recommend that.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
And it's time to acknowledge an international day this morning. It's International Brothers Day, everybody. International Brothers Day. Maybe you are a brother. Maybe you have a brother. I'm not quite sure how I feel because I am a brother to two sisters. My sisters have a brother, but I've never had a brother. I grew up as the only son, the golden child, as my eldest sister says. Mum's a pretty big fan of me, being the only son in the family.
I can see that you're the golden son.
Oh, you got the same energy as my eldest sister, Jackie.
When I first met your mum, I was like, oh, tell me all the goss on Kel. And she was like, he was the most wonderful child. And I was like,
well,
nah.
to Mum I shielded Mum from a lot of stuff. So my PR campaign for Mum was pretty good. Like, not much I did wrong that she knows of. No, so I am a brother to my sisters, but I don't have a brother that I grew up with. I grew up as the only son in the family.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I would have been like if I had a brother. Do you think I would have been different?
Yep.
If there was somebody a little bit like me, maybe older or younger than I am?
I reckon you'd
For me
be
to
different.
bounce off?
Yep, totally. It changes you.
Are you saying I'm giving only boy in the family eldest
100%.
energy?
You're giving I'm golden son.
Don't nod along, Casey, like we've just stumbled onto something
You have
like
a
there's
very
revelation.
you have
that-
a very healthy outlook on
Opinion
yourself.
of myself.
And I think maybe a brother would have knocked that out of you a bit.
couple more fights in the bedroom growing up
Yes,
just to put me in my place.
Yeah.
I don't know. My sisters could throw down. My middle sister would, she'd handle herself. I was scared of my middle sister. She was very intense. Anyway, love her and she loves me. I don't know if she or my baby sister Cassie will be celebrating International Brothers Day today. Should I expect a text message from...
I don't think so.
Probably not. My dad had a brother, and it was one of those ones because they were born a long time ago. I know for Casey, we feel like we are born a long time ago, but my dad was born 10 years after his brother. So my dad had the oldest of older brothers, 10 years older, and his brother Barry. They very much had that energy of older brother Barry, baby brother Robert. Actually, Barry would call his younger brother, not Robert, but Bobby Boy.
That's very cute.
Baby Bobby Boy.
Yeah.
So there was a very big sort of big brother, little brother energy, which is kind of what you think about when you think brothers, big brother, little brother. Unless you've got like 4 brothers.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine being the only daughter in the family and there's like 5 other brothers?
I think that'd be sweet because I think you'd feel like, well, I got a gang to protect me should
You know
I
what
even
you'd
need
be?
protecting.
You'd be the princess.
Yeah, that's what I think would
That's
be
what you'd
amazing.
be.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad would be like, thank goodness we've got one daughter.
For sure. For sure.
I just thought very quickly, 0428 899 899, brothers. Because you can be a sister or a brother that has a brother.
Yeah.
And maybe your experiences, maybe best brothers. Why not? I'm sure there's a best brother out there. Again, I don't think my sisters will be texting through. Based on how I was growing up. I tried my best in the later years. I feel like I've turned into a better brother.
My brother and I are 10 years apart, so we didn't actually have a great deal to do with each other because when I was 8, he was 18 and gone.
Oh, it's
so
a bit like...
I felt like an only child, really, most of my life because my sister and brother are so much older.
A bit like work colleagues, just sort of like, good morning, morning.
Yes. Yeah, we don't have a great deal
Just
in
clocking on,
common.
clocking off, morning.
We're always there for each other, but we just were so different in age.
It is interesting because sometimes you can have an older brother by a lot of years
10
and you have
years,
a close
yeah.
relationship, but also you can have no relationship really at all.
Yeah.
It just depends, really. Anyway, brothers. International Brother Day.
Vanessa says, I have a little brother by 2 years, but we don't see each other much as I live in Tassie and he lives in Queensland, but we are there for each other if ever needed.
That's right.
That's lovely. That's what it's about.
I think a lot of brothers are like that. When it comes to the crunch, brothers will be there for you. But again, if your brother is living somewhere around the world or somewhere outside of the state you're living in, it might be tough to get a phone call. Come on, brothers. Brothers, pick up the phone. I'm going to encourage the brothers today.
Oh, yeah.
Pick up the phone. Call mum, brothers.
Cool, Mum, brothers. Come on. Jude says, morning, I'm oldest kid to 3 siblings. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister, all younger than me. Yeah, you do have oldest kid energy, Jude, on your text, so I'll say that.
All right.
Are you a good brother, though, Jude? You're the
Would it
kind
be-
brother.
As a sister, do you think it'd be better to have an older brother or a baby brother?
Older brother.
Older brother?
Yeah,
All right.
100%.
Isn't that... I won't even go into detail. Just interesting that you both suggested older brother would be better. I wonder what that's all about.
I know this isn't what we're talking about, but just in reflection to that, I'm glad I have an older brother and I'm glad I'm the baby. I'm
you
glad
love-
there's no babies babies after me.
You love that
Casey,
baby.
do you feel that energy too? Yeah, because she's a baby.
Big babies, both of you.
Big babies. Oh my gosh, being the big baby. So good. Love a big baby. Amanda goes, my brother was a year and 9 months older than me and we fought constantly. But if anyone ever crossed me, he was always there. I lost him a few years ago and I miss him every day.
I'm sorry,
Amanda. I hope you have some beautiful
Yep.
memories of him, though, defending you. That's so sweet.
I'd say that's how my daughter Nina feels because she has a twin brother in Matthew and they can be a bit antagonistic towards each other.
Yeah.
But my goodness, if you ever did anything against his sister, Matthew would... I fear for what Matthew would do to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the weekends, they're both hitting each other with plastic lightsabers.
Yeah.
I can't work it out.
I did hear that.
You did hear that the other day. Hey, it's sibling love. Brothers and sisters together. Enjoy your International Brothers' Day today.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
You all know that I'm a performer. I have been a performer for,
Your whole life.
yeah, over 20 years, maybe since I was a little girl, really. So maybe my whole life I've been a performer. I studied music theatre at university. That's how I ended up in radio. I've been on a stage show that I've run for 25 years. I love the stage. I feel at home on the stage. I love radio as well. Radio is just an extension of stage for me. So it was with great glee and excitement that my daughter auditioned for her school musical a few weeks ago. We spoke about it on the show that I was coaching her, that we rehearsed at home, that I explained to her things like intention and blocking. We worked hard on it at home. We worked hard on the script. She had it down. I threw out different ideas, different versions of the character she could do. She was going for one of the leads. She was going for the lead. Truly scrumptious in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
In Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
She gets in the car on Friday when I pick her up from school, turns to me and screams in my face, I got the role. And I got to tell you, like family, I screamed. I screamed. Now, listen.
Your daughter now has the lead in the school production
Yep.
of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I was so excited for her.
What a proud moment for a stage mum.
Oh my goodness. I am the biggest stage mum ever and I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I am a stage mum. And I used to take Shiloh to stage school when she was little. We went every Saturday to stage school and she was very tiny. She'd dress up as a cow and sing songs and I would sit there beaming. And then she got a bit older and she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was devastated. But then here she is and she's gone and auditioned and she's got the lead and I am thrilled. I am so excited. The apple has not fallen far from the tree. And I know this is completely self-indulgent, but I just can't tell you how excited I am, especially because she also worked really hard at it. She's doing singing lessons and she worked so hard on the script and rehearsing. So I'm proud that she's done something and she's put that hard work in and it's paid off. I think that's a great life lesson for her to learn at a fundamental age where do the work hard, and it'll pay off when the opportunity arises.
Yes, auditions are quite intimidating.
They're terrifying.
Yes.
Even I audition still to this day. I audition for many things. I never get them. But I auditioned for a Cadbury's commercial the other day. I was woeful, by the way.
No.
But I just couldn't do what they wanted me to do. And I didn't get it. But, gosh, auditions are so very scary, let alone being 12 years old and in that kind of, age where you're like a bit like orkies anyway.
Yeah.
To go and do that, and then now she's going to have this great experience. What I'm most excited about is she's going to have this great experience because putting a show on at school, the after-school rehearsals, the costume fittings, the day, it is a vibe, and it is such a core memory. And I'm so excited she's going to have this as part of her story growing up, whether she becomes a performer or not. I don't think she is going to become a performer, but I'm just excited that she's going to have this experience at school.
Do you get to be part of the volunteer parenting? The parents that come along and help out with the school production, maybe putting together some set design or doing some sewing and
I
stuff?
don't think they do that. Well, they do sewing. You're allowed to help with the sewing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I know who will be helping with the sewing.
I will be
then.
vocal coaching her behind the scenes. I studied this at uni. I'm ready to go. Come on.
Listen, landing on audition, especially at primary or secondary school and getting the gig after
the
an
role.
audition is
Yeah.
always a special moment. Even I have experienced that.
What did you get?
I don't believe I had to audition for this role, however. I think
Yeah.
this was mandatory. So back in grade 6... we
Tree
put on-
3 in.
Close. Look, landing the audition for being the third sheep, That's
Was it
still
the
landing the
Nativity?
audition.
Was it the Nativity?
No, I was in a role. We did a grade 6 production where somebody was travelling back through time. So imagine Sally had found access to a time machine
Right.
and she was travelling back through time. And then she meets Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. So she walks out onto stage. G'day, Jimmy. And I, g'day, I'm Jimmy. I'm from 1971. In 1971, we don't have seatbelts in cars.
Oh, it's one of those school
Our
plays.
houses are made of asbestos,
Right.
and our paint is full of toxic lead. It's a great time to be alive.
Women can't vote.
And Sally's like, thanks, Jimmy. Bye, Sally.
Oh.
I was terrified.
Were you Jimmy?
Yeah, I was Jimmy. I had a basketball for some reason because in 1971, we played basketball.
Wait, I thought you played a tree. No, you played Jimmy.
No, I was Jimmy from
1971
telling Sally, who'd travelled back in time and back in time in my primary school days, she travelled back in time from 1986 or something.
That's nothing. She's gone back 10 or so years.
But I was terrified.
Were you good?
It was a monologue. I had to remember this whole monologue.
Did your mum go?
No, it was like a school assembly. So all of the school was there.
Oh,
But
the pressure.
yeah, that was my one and only time on the stage as Jimmy from 1971. I know it's not some of the productions that you've been a part
That
of,
is so funny.
but it's, a one-up from being a tree.
Well, I remember...
I would have made a good tree, by the way.
I remember the end of grade 12, we did a big production, but it was kind of like, again, a self-written one, but it was one where we really just, in love, mocked the teachers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but... and I played...
In love, detention for everyone.
In love, you're
You're
leaving
all
the
expelled.
classroom. Yeah, I know. No, in love, we mocked the teachers because we did love them. And I had a teacher called Mrs. Pratt who was a dance teacher. So I played her in the show. And I remember, this is formative for me. So grade 12, I'm playing...
What did Mrs. Pratt sound like?
She was really like this, and she did a little bit of dancing here, and she'd go a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Anyway,
Great character work from you.
I managed to nail her character, and at one point, we did it in front of the entire school.
Including Mrs. Pratt?
Including Mrs. Pratt. And I remember looking at, and I was acting as Mrs. Pratt, and the entire school was roaring with laughter as I stole the show by being Mrs. Pratt. And I had a moment of standing on stage... And I looked out and I thought, this is what I want to do. I want to make people laugh and I want to be on stage. And that was the moment that I was like, I'd always loved theatre and performing, but I thought this is where I feel alive, mocking people on stage.
Did Mrs. Pratt go a bit quiet for the rest of the time?
No, she was awesome. She loved it. And we're still Facebook friends like 20-odd years later,
well
30
done.
years later. Marion goes, my 12-year-old Jane got the lead in school production last year and she stole the show. She worked hard for the part. The show was called I'm an 11-year-old, Get Me Out of Here. And it was a spoof on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Lovely.
And she got the lead. Well done, Marion. I can
Yes.
feel your stage mum vibes from your text and I love it.
I feel like you recorded the whole thing on your iPhone.
Yeah.
From woe to go.
You're not allowed to anymore, child safety laws and all that.
Oh, dear.
No.
Can you buy a burned DVD?
Yes,
or
you
something?
can in the
there
car
we go.
park afterwards. It'll be me selling them in the car park.
She'll be selling Shiloh merch in the car park.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to do a Shiloh tour top. We love our tour tops here. Okay, Nicolette says, last year when I was in year 6, I was one of the narrators in Daniel, a Hard Act to Swallow production. And this year my high school is doing High School Musical.
Oh.
And I'm one of the drama kids and I'm looking forward to it and I'm very happy I got a part.
High School Musical?
That's a great musical to do for kids.
That's elite for primary
That is
school.
excellent. Love it. Anne and Tim have texted in. I assume it's Anne. She goes, hi, Lucy and Kel. Our grade 6 level performed Bugsy Malone. And I was one of the singers at the front of the stage and I still remember the songs 30 years later.
Bugsy Malone. There'd
Bugsy
be a lot of
Malone.
meow,
Yeah, see, with
meow.
like briefcases and guns, right? Because back in those days you could do that.
Yeah, back in those days.
You can't now, and there's good reason for it. 602, it's Kim. Sorry, Kim has texted in saying, I was a child in a production of Salty the Singing Songbook. Now, off air, this text came through and Kel's like, what even is that? And I'm like, oh, Kel, you weren't raised a Baptist like me, because that was such a big part of my childhood was Salty the Singing Songbook. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I can't even explain it.
Right.
But he's like the Psalms, but he's a book and he's purple and he sang. And it was very, very, very 80s, 70s, 80s kind of
That sounds
songs.
like a lot of fun. In my Catholic church, we had something we like to call the Stations of the Cross. Taylor.
Wait, Salty the Singing Songbook would have sung things like "Joy is a flag flown high from the castle of my heart." That's what
in that
Salty
voice?
was all about.
Would
I
you
can't
would you
remember
land a
Salty's-
Salty audition right now if you were doing that?
Maybe, but
performance?
she was in Salty. Also, I think to be a life-size Salty would be terrifying. So,
Okay.
thanks,
Well,
Kim.
Taylor, one of the greats, listener of the year 2024 from Bentley East. Good morning, Taylor. What role did you land?
I landed a failed version of the crocodile in Peter Pan.
Did you say failed version?
Yes, I did.
What do you mean?
So you didn't get the role or the production didn't go ahead?
I got the role, but I was meant to jump onto a block for the plank to get onto stage after Captain Hook.
Right.
And I kind of face planted straight onto the block. So it made the character more alive and more real than what they thought.
Sure.
It hurt for me, but it looked great on stage.
Wow.
I just imagine the whole audience going, ooh.
You got to suffer for the craft.
She face plants.
You must suffer for the craft. That is a true performer.
That's a pivotal role, the crocodile.
They do say break a leg.
Well, it sounds like she broke her face. Good morning, Thomas. You're live on the radio.
Hello, how are you?
Very good,
Good.
Thomas. The Thomases are doing a lot of heavy lifting on the show this morning. Well done, Thomas. Now, what part of a production were you?
The villain.
Yeah,
In
I
what
know what
musical?
you're about to talk about the music. Let's just refer to them as villains, shall we?
And then you'll, people will understand
You
why.
were the bad guys in
what musical?
The Sound of Music.
Yes. We all know who the villains were in The Sound
We
of
don't need to
Music.
go into that.
And we all know the good guys were the nuns. We all know that. Is there any singing? Isn't there the young 16-year-old boyfriend? Were you that?
Yeah.
Or were you just a group of villains?
Absolutely not. I was, let's just say I was the head of the villain.
Oh no! You're the commander. Oh, Thomas, that's
tough
so.
role.
Look, someone's got to play the role.
It's a tough role.
Unfortunately,
Tough role, Thomas.
So, what happened at your first performance, Thomas?
Well, right through all the rehearsals, I'd been going full Deutsch mode. I'd been doing the German accent,
Yep.
and everybody got used to it.
Yep.
In our first performance, they all forgot how funny it was.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the whole audience cracks up, and the guy leading the show kind of lost composure because it was so funny.
It's an interesting take, Thomas, making those villains the comedy relief.
I know.
So,
Well, at least it
done.
lightened the mood.
It did. Well done, Thomas. I love your
VHVs
commitment.
of making you talk.
I love your commitment to the accent, though, Thomas. Well done.
Right.
It's The Sound of Music. It's a classic, and somebody has to play the bad guys.
I know.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And, dare I say it, the end of another very successful podcast. Well podcasted, Luce,
Thank you very much.
and well podcasted, Casey.
Thank you, and you too, Cal.
Would we put podcasters on our resume?
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know, gravestones.
professional.
Do you think that carries any weight?
Yeah.
Isn't everybody a podcaster now? My mum probably has a podcast.
I bet everyone has a podcast.
Well, we're the best.
But remember, podcasts in theory last 3 episodes, and we're up to like 200 and something.
Yep.
Well, we must be doing something reasonably okay then.
We're quite funny.
Are we?
Yeah. Quite
We sound real funny
transformative.
today, you and I. We laugh a minute.
We are quite funny.
Yep.
At least our mums think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, we had a beautiful photo shoot, the 3 of us. So we
Yes.
could use a promo shot of the 3 of us, which I would love to.
Except I wasn't looking at the camera.
That's
The best
bit.
hottest photo of Casey and I, and
Yeah.
Kel's looking up to the left.
But that's literally the podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going for it, and Cal's just.
Can we have a photo where either of you are not looking hot, but I'm looking at the camera?
No.
Could we
No.
do- no? Okay.
We're
It has to
always
be-
hot.
That
It's
has to be hot?
impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the rules. And on that bombshell, time to send these 2 sickies off to bed.
Yay.
Have yourself a great rest of whatever time of the day it is for you. And until we meet again,
So lift for the applause, lift for the applause.
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit
Yeah.
of the show.
And bit.